If you could live every day like you were on the best vacation you could imagine, what would it look like? For a lot of people, it's going to look obviously very different, but for us, what it really came down to was that we would have the most amazing, epic penthouse that we could bring our loved ones, our family, our friends to, and just enjoy life and enjoy each other's company.
And not just have the penthouse, but also have the time to be able to enjoy it with our loved ones and with our families and with our pets.
Yeah, you know, it's impossible to have this when you work 9 to 5 making somebody else rich. I can tell you because I spent 15 years in the corporate world doing just that. It's impossible. You've got to work smarter instead of
and not just
harder.
9 to 5, but most people actually then commute an hour or 2 hours on top of that every day, so they're gone from their families 10 hours per day minimum.
You know, we work online right now, and it has literally changed our life. And you know, we wake up every morning and we get to work when we're ready, and when we're ready, getting to work literally means we move to the patio with our laptops and we start working. And
or we go to the beach.
Or we go to the beach, yeah. You can work 3 straight hours and then take the rest of the day off and work at night if you want. Like, everything is possible. And the thing is that you've got to decide that you're ready for change. You know, for me, like I said, I was in corporate for 15 years. I woke up one day and I was so severely jet lagged, sitting in a cafe, having a cup of coffee, trying to wake up, and I said to myself, what the hell are you doing? How did you get here? You know, I was single, I was alone, I didn't have any family at that point, and I didn't have a life. I was literally always on the road, and I decided that day that that wasn't what life was all about. There was way more to life that I was missing out on. And I'll tell you, life is short, and as you get older, you come to learn that the hard way. And so I decided that day that it was time for a change. And you know, when you make decisions like that, things start to happen. And right after that was when I met Darren, who really did open my eyes to a whole other world that I didn't even know was really out there.
Yeah, like Mike, I was working in the corporate world about 10 years ago at a job that I hated in a call center for a telephone company here in Canada. And I was desperate to get out. Every day I went to work and I felt like a part of my soul was dying. It was a really horrible work environment, and I needed out. And I ended up meeting somebody that worked online, and so I asked him, like, you know, how are you earning a living online, and are you able to teach me? And he did. He mentored me, and that was 8 years ago now, and I've been able to create the life of my dreams, and most importantly, have time to enjoy life, freedom, because that's what the income that I've earned is able to provide me with, is the freedom to enjoy life, the time to live it, and
just make it all happen.
Yeah.
You know, like, when I was in sales management for a really long time, and even I spent a little stint as a business coach for a while too, the one thing that always seems to get in people's way is themselves. And it's that point where you gotta say to yourself, it's time for change. It's time for something different. And if you can't do that for yourself, it's so critical that you find that mentor that can say that for you, that'll believe in you, that'll show you the steps to make you realize that it isn't rocket science. You know, like, all you need
and I can tell you that it is possible, because for me, even though I was working in the corporate world, I didn't graduate high school. I don't have a college degree, I don't have a university degree.
You should see this man type.
Yeah. I do the Huntley peck, where I hunt for the letter and then I peck with one finger. So I mean, I barely had any computer skills, but I was able to earn a living online and make it happen for myself. And anybody can do it. It doesn't matter how young you are, how old you are, what your level of expertise is online. It doesn't matter what ethnic background you are. If you've got a disability or a health condition, it's actually easier, because you know, a lot of people are unable to be in the normal workforce, and this gives you the freedom to work from anywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. We are now at the point in our lives, in our careers, where we've decided that we want to start helping other people. We want to share what we've learned and help people avoid some of the pitfalls and hurdles that we've come over ourselves.